All right. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Oh, it's a good night, folks. It's a hell of a good night. I love this company. What a freaking roller coaster of a night, man. Unbelievable. What an unbelievable way to kick off the decade with this pay-per-view for your company. Man, it's going to be hard to top this one. There was a couple matches that didn't quite go. I shouldn't say quite go how I wanted them to. That sounds lame. Didn't quite stand up to what I thought they were going to be, but there's obvious reasons. So I'm not gonna hold it against the people in the match. So I'm not gonna and we'll get into that as we go through this, but damn, folks, as we get into this, don't forget, folks, to smash that like button, smash that sub button if you're here for the first time, you're digging the product, and by all means, ring that bell for notifications. As we get situated here, we tried to hustle in here as soon as it was done. I was a couple minutes behind, and it ran significantly later than I thought I was going to. I had this set earlier. I don't know if you were in here earlier, you saw I had it set for quarter after 10. I'm like, okay, 15 minutes after 10. That's plenty of time. It'll end around 10 o'clock. No, sir. It ran way later. Oh, my goodness. Did it run later? Holy shnikes. So then I set it for, I'm like, God damn, I don't know when this thing's going to end. So I set it for quarter of thinking, okay, plenty of time. Quarter two, I get in here, I get everything on, and I look at the timer, and it's like the 2-minute countdown. And I was like, oh man, I timed it perfectly. Oh, excuse me. So it's late. I'm a little emotionally drained from this show. So tonight's show is brought to you by the new Mountain Dew Zero. We're trying this. I like it. I like it. Because it tastes like dew, but it doesn't feel like my teeth are going to fall out while I'm drinking it with like regular soda. And yes, I know this is a no-no for me because even though it says zero everything, I'm probably going to wake up in the morning with, 3 pounds heavier from just drinking this because your body don't process this like regular stuff. My body's just really messing with me lately. Let me tell you, man, it sucks. I eat a salad and my gastritis kicks in and kicks my ass and wipes me out. So I said, screw it. I'm having Topper's pizza and a soda for dinner, and I'm watching this. Oh, dear God. We had about 20 Tums. We had about 20 Tums for dessert. No, not quite, but that's what it felt like. Eric, what is up? Tosses toothpick. Ugh. You want me to end up like John Moxley? Damn, Eric, come on. All right, so let's talk about this show. An absolute hell of a show. And as we go through these, let me know what your highlights were. Talk to me. Let me know what you loved. Are you excited? Are you, number one, are you surprised that Moxley won? There was a lot of, I watched a few prediction shows. I watched a few previews, and I was surprised how many people picked Chris Jericho. And then I did my previews, and someone pointed out to me that even though there's a tour coming up that I thought was like the clincher in the deal. It's like, oh, Fozzie's going on tour. There's no way in hell Chris Jericho is staying champion. You're watching Ring of Honor right now. You crazy madman, you. Love you, Eric. Like, there's a tour coming up. There's no way in hell he's keeping that championship. Then someone said, oh, I looked at the tour and there's no Wednesdays on the tour. And I was like, really? Uh-oh. No, so I went about I did what, 4 out of 7, not counting the pre-show. I was doing good with the first couple matches. I was 1 for 1, I was 2 for 2, and then it all was downhill from there. No, it wasn't bad. So first big pay-per-view of the year for AEW, I came out 4 out of 7. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. And I ain't mad about it either. When I do my live predictions, obviously there's a 50-50 chance, unless there's a draw, and then it's just kind of, that's about the only time I feel like let down is when there's a draw and you're like, I wanted to finish from someone, even if it's from the person you didn't want, So we start out the pre-show. Oh my God. And I was so pissed off. My cable box was just completely effing with me. Completely. Here I'm trying to watch the countdown, and I didn't know how much of a live show there was going to be. I knew they were going to do like all the little segments, that they had leading up to this and everything. All the produced stuff, I watched a lot of wrestling today. So you told me earlier. Oh, crazy. And I was about 10 minutes late because it said it was starting at like 10 minutes to 6 my time. 5:50. And it's a little after 6 and I'm eating dinner. So I took a plate of pizza and I ran downstairs and I turned everything on. And I go to the pay-per-view channel for the countdown. Unavailable. Switch channel, switch back. Unavailable. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? This is, Spectrum, you were pissing me off. I think it's time for some new equipment because this is unacceptable. I thought I was going to have to call and be like, well, I ain't paying for this pay-per-view because obviously I ain't watching it. No, I was able to restart everything and got about the last 20 minutes of the pre-show, which that's about when it kicked in live, give or take a little bit, and I watched the tag match. And then we were off and running. We were good. So I was happy. Because, man, if I ordered that pay-per-view and my box went on the fritz, man, you do not want to be the person that had to deal with me walking in with all my equipment into that Spectrum store. No, I'm not that crazy. I talk a big game. I won't do it. Oh, jeez. All right. So, AEW Revolution, the first pay-per-view of 2020. Let's start talking about this. The pre-show match, just one of them. And I didn't even know if this was going to be a pre-show because they didn't officially announce this. I was looking all over social media, the website, whatever. There was the promo on Wednesday towards the end, and it was the Dark Order talking to SCU, about whatever however he put it, some confrontation that we're going to show you, and maybe the Exalted One will show up. And I think a lot of people expected something to happen. But if it, like I said in my previews, if it is Matt Hardy, he can't show up yet unless he just doesn't care about anything and just says, screw it. They don't give a shit about me anyways. his contract's done on the 1st, which is tomorrow. And obviously the pay-per-view is not lasting that long. So if anything's going to happen, Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be big, folks. You definitely don't want to miss Wednesday. Besides, we're getting Lance Archer, too. I was also waiting for something to happen tonight with Lance Archer, too. I'm like, the only way that Chris Jericho's winning tonight is if Lance Archer comes in out of nowhere after all the chaos is done, because I knew there was going to be some kind of shenanigans with the Inner Circle. I'm like, once they're all done and they're wrestling for a while and they're good and bloody and wore out, you think, okay, now they're finally going to wrap it up. Oh, and Mox is going to win. Nope. In walks Lance Archer. Boom. Stabs Mox. He bleeds out. And, Chris Jericho is your champ. That's the only way I was going to say that Chris Jericho wins is if Lance Archer, but you can't add everybody to the Inner Circle. That's what people said 20 years ago about the NWO too. But anyways, how many people did they have in the NWO? I don't have that many fingers or toes or hands or whatever. J-Rock Freak, I am sorry I don't want Hardy in AEW. LOL. Hey, no, that's cool, man. I'm you know what? I'm a little torn myself. I'm not lying. I just I just want to see him in something fresh. I want to see him in something new. And I'll tell you what, I'm good if he goes to AEW or Impact Wrestling at this point, honestly. And he may do both. Who knows? I mean, he's got that kind of clout, He's got that kind of creativity. He's got that kind of buzz about him. At least I think he does. Everybody's paying attention to him. Everyone's following the codes and looking for signs. And, and if you're not following his videos, you should, because damn, they're entertaining. The guy still got it. Yes. So, hey, I respect your opinion. It's all good. So I'm just saying, Wednesday, you might be a little disappointed if you watch. We'll see how it goes, though. I mean, I think he's going to reinvent himself, too. Obviously, he couldn't do anything that crazy while still under contract. Shit, he might come out bald. Who knows? You don't know, folks. You just don't know. Dye his hair jet black. Wear some crazy shit on his face. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, he might pull a Kevin Sullivan. It's who knows. All right. So we got Dark Order, represented by Evil Uno. He's kind of like the semi-leader of the whole thing, I guess. Kind of, he's the one that's kind of just, he's like the second of the command of whoever we're waiting for, right? Kind of, sort of. Along with Stu Grayson and a bunch of other guys ringside. An SCU with Kaz and Scorpio Sky. Now, we did get a nice surprise out of this. We absolutely did. Chicago's own Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, shows up at the end. Now, what that means, I have not heard anything. I have not checked any news sites. I have not checked any dirt sheets. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people talking about this within the next 24 to 48 hours, wondering what is the status of Colt Cabana. I mean, as far as I know, he's done with the Ring of Honor. Excuse me. Oh, this is why I don't drink soda live. Damn. I get the burpees. That and beer, dear God. That's why I usually stick to water, but I got to stay awake through my own podcast. So that's why we're doing this. So pardon the burpees, folks. And I know he's doing some NWA. So, and I'm not going to try to assume people's contracts, you know, um, if there is a contract, if this was just meant for pop the pop the local territory, bring out the one of the local heroes, and that's all he wanted to do. Who knows? We'll find out soon enough. And I'm not going to look while we're live. If there's any updates, I'll do them within the next couple days. If we find something big like Colt signed, or I'll do an update Wednesday when I do my live review. I'm sure there's going to be a lot to talk about Wednesday, one way or another. But yeah, Dark Order wins. Christopher Daniels had a nice little moment where he psyched the crowd out. Came out, big robe, looking like the fallen angel in a sense, because he used to kind of wear some kind of like robe and hood deal back in the TNA days, didn't he? Something like that. But everybody was, I know everybody was looking at that cloaked figure like, damn, here we go. And then they were like, oh, it is Christopher Daniels. And then, nope, he attacked all the Dark Order guys. War Dog, what is up? Elijah Washington, what is up? J-Bone, good show. But I laughed when the choir lady ran when Jericho came out. When I see my mom with the bell. What? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, man, I had goosebumps. See, I'm a big fan of singing, like good singing, like whether it's in a rock band or a choir or whatever. It's like, man, you ever get those moments where music just gives you goosebumps? That choir gave me freaking goosebumps, man. Oh my god. Um that was wild. That was a hell of an entrance. And then the whole arena chimes in and nothing starts until the crowd is done. That's like the thing, right? Damn. They sounded good. Choir sounded absolutely tremendous. I know we're bouncing around here, but that's all right. That's how a champion should look like, right? Right? Yeah. I mean, Jericho came out looking like $1 million. He did. That look, my goodness, that was incredible. War Dog says, I'm upset we didn't get a new star like Matt or Luke or that guy they signed. Yeah, I kind of thought Lance Archer would come, but it's you can't throw everybody out there at once. You gotta sometimes leave breadcrumbs. Sometimes you gotta just hey, here's a new guy. How do you like this guy? If you shoot your whole load at once, then what are you gonna do? Down the road. What are you gonna do? It's going to be a slow burn over the course of this year because there's going to be a lot of people changing, places where they work. Okay. So, wait till Wednesday. Yeah. Something's going to happen Wednesday. We'll either find out, someone will show up, or we'll get somebody via satellite. Or no, I hope not. That's still waiting for the invasion from Ring of Honor. Well, you might be waiting for quite a while. Yeah, I don't think. No, there's probably still some pretty salty people in that company. And you can't blame them because like half the roster left, or at least half the people that people actually gave a shit about. But they're starting to make stars, and they still got some diehards there. So I don't knock them. I mean, obviously, there's stuff going on that we don't know about that people are starting to talk about as far as stuff going on in the back that might not be, you know, good. But so, but anyways, all right. So Dark Order wins this. Colt Cabana comes out for the save. We get Christopher Daniels looking like the fallen angel. So he's staying, and I was like, wait a minute, Colt, because I was trying to like think some things through my head really quick as things were happening on screen. I was like, wait, Colt Cabana was heel for a while in Ring of Honor. Would he jump in this company and turn heel immediately in front of a Chicago crowd? Oh my God, would the place just melt? Just melt. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's up with Colt. I am not opposed to him being with this company. I realize, not that I've ever heard anybody say anything negative about him, until I say something like that on here. But everyone's got their own favorites. Some people's cup of tea, some people aren't. I like him. I'm sure he'll fit in fine because this company is kind of like the land of misfit toys. There's just a little bit of everything. You got some lucha, you got some newcomers, you got some veterans, you got some big guys, you got some little itty bitty guys, you got everything in between. It's just, it's a work in progress, folks. I've been saying that from day one. Colt Cabana, AEW versus Orange Cassidy. Mox versus Colt Cabana. Oh man, I want to see, where I want to see that? I want to see that in Milwaukee. April 1st. That's what I want to see. Mox versus Colt Cabana. Book it. Because Colt Cabana is popular around here too. I mean, he's a Midwest guy. He's Chi-Town, but he's Midwest. There's love for him around here. He is not signed to Ring of Honor. No, I'm pretty sure I knew he was pretty much done. Blood and Guts. Yeah, man. Blood and Guts is coming. 2 rings. 1 giant covered cage. You know the rest. Can't call it War Games because WWE got that name. They bought it from MLW because MLW owned that name for years. So, doesn't mean you can't have a match like that in AEW, and I'm fine with it. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, WWE did that. AEW is ripping off this." It's like, no, stupid. It's called Cody's dad started that shit. That's why he's doing it. Okay, let's let's get off of that stupid. Oh well, this side is doing this and that's stop. Just stop, okay? Because you just sound like you're like a meth addict. Okay, just stop. Just please. Because you're going to embarrass yourself if you go down that road. You might as well just rip out your own toenails and be like Cody, right? Right? Don't embarrass yourself. Stop right there. All right, so then we get into the main card of this. Blood and Guts. Yeah, they copyrighted that, didn't they? I don't think anybody saw that coming. It's not War Games. It's Blood and Guts. That's awesome. I like it. Rolls off the tongue. Blood and Guts. It's beautiful. So, all right. We kick off this main card here. By the way, the national anthem gal, I'm sorry I did not write down the name. Did a hell of a job. Nothing crazy, just good singer, Okay, first match, Dustin Rhodes versus a debuting Jake Hagar. with his lovely wife at ringside. So I like was just, while they were doing entrances and they were done, doing smoochies. Um, I Jake Hagar theme thumbs down. I don't even remember what the hell he had. I wasn't paying attention to it. I was getting back from like going to the bathroom during the entrances, so I didn't pay attention to that. They stole it from WWE, right? Right. You're such a goof. What did I just say, you guys? What did I just say? It was some hip hop that didn't fit him. Hmm. Isn't that what all the MMA fighters like? Is the hip hop, the hip, hippity hip, the hip to the hop to the hip hop, whatever. Till you don't stop. And all right, I'll stop. Uh, does Dustin's theme sound like brain stew? No, it sounds like well, maybe that's the name of the song. It sounds like a heavy Green Day version of a song. Is that what that song's called? Brain stew? I'm not a Green Day guy, so I couldn't tell you. They're off in pop land somewhere. They sold their souls to the devil. So I kind of lost track of them 20 years ago. Hey, Diamond status on their last like 5 releases. Can't knock them. It's work. Whatever they're doing, it's working. So whatever. God bless them. So all right. Anyways, Dustin Rhodes versus Smoochy Jake Hagar. No, I was very excited about this. Someone, who the hell was I watching? Someone said Dustin was going to have to carry Jake Hagar through this. I was like, what? Really? Jake is not a bad wrestler. Just because he's booked stupid where he used to work a few years ago doesn't mean he's a bad wrestler. He worked fine in Lucha Underground from what I remember. He destroyed bitches. He destroyed everyone. Um, and this was a little personal. Actually, it was very personal considering he broke Dustin's arm back several months ago. So yeah, Dustin wanted some revenge. I don't remember anything specific from this, but Jake basically won this with a modified sleeper. So I was 1 for 1. There we go. Good start, right? He was a killer in 5-star wrestling. Okay. But yeah, good first match. Good way to kick this off. I was excited about Jake. I don't know if his wife is always going to be out there doing smoochies with him. I, you know, at least he wasn't like licking her face like RVD does to Katie Forbes, because God knows we've seen enough of that shit. Uh, love Impact, but damn, that's enough of that. Um, so yeah, just kind of funny. So Jake wins. We'll see where this goes. So and I don't know how much Jake is going to be wrestling, but hey, obviously he's off and running now. He's 1-0. We'll see. Then after this match, we get the announcement, like I said a little bit ago, for the War Games style match at Blood and Guts in Jersey, March 25th. So that's in 3 weeks? 3 weeks? And that's not a pay-per-view. That's just, they're just calling that particular city's event or the match whoever's going to be in it. Yeah, so there's another reason to pay attention to Wednesdays because I'm sure that's going to be the setup for Blood and Guts. Pay attention. I'm going to guess it's Inner Circle versus someone, or could be a lot bigger than that. Could be Dark Order with some new people, person, something versus, I don't know, SCU and another tag team. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a bunch of Blood and Guts matches. Maybe the whole show will be that. And it'll just be absolutely insanity for 2 nonstop hours. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I might have to take a nap. Uh, but nonetheless, I'm excited. This is what Cody. If you guys watched the press conference yesterday or the Q&A at the C2E2, whatever it was called, yesterday at the Chicago Toy Fair, um, Young Bucks and Cody were doing a Q&A with Excalibur running it. Now we understand why Cody looked like he couldn't move his neck and he was like freezing and he had that scarf around his neck and he was just acting a little weird. Now we understand. Tattoo. It was a tattoo. He was hiding it, which I thought was funny. And like it took me like halfway through his entrance, like, oh, he's got a new tattoo. Oh man. So yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Yeah, pay attention this Wednesday. That's gonna be the start of the build there. Oof. And the fallout is gonna be in Milwaukee. Man, they're lucky. I was kind of hoping that'd be in Milwaukee, but whatever. It's all good. It's all good. We're a week out from that, so we're gonna get whatever we're gonna get. We're gonna get the fallout from Blood and Guts. So it's gonna be good. I'm happy with it. And Mox is champ. That's the only thing I wanted for the Milwaukee show, April 1st. I'm like, I don't care who's there. I don't care what the matches are. Just give me Mox as champ. Period. Got it? Happy. I'm going. All right. We continue. We got Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara. My dark horse pick of the night for match of the evening. Match of the show, match of the pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. It's like Bash at the Beach, TNA. One night only thing. No, why the neck, not the arm. Hey, people get ink in places and you never know why. Mike M. Oh, dear God. Omega and Page versus Archer and Brody Lee at Blood and Guts. Do you are you trying to kill Omega and Page like in a couple weeks? Is that what your plan is? I mean, damn, that's harsh, man. That's harsh. No, I like it. I like it. Yeah, man. I don't know if I want Brody Lee as a singles guy. I don't know if I want him to run a faction, because I kind of envisioned him coming in with like the Ascension guys, as like a big guy pack or something, Um, but obviously, yeah, there's Archer too. So who knows? Who knows? We'll see what Brody Lee wants to do. We'll see what Archer wants to do. Archer's been kind of a breakout single star over the last couple of years when he broke away from the Killer Elite squad. So damn, I'm so excited. I mean, I hope he's as crazy as in New Japan. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see. It's this Wednesday. I'm telling you, folks, this is going to be a week to talk about some shit. This is going to be a week. But man, Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara. What a match. That 6:30. Yeah, I didn't write down a lot of notes for this, but I did write down that 6:30 through the table. Damn. I knew these two were going to bring it. I knew it wasn't going to disappoint. Sammy, if you guys don't know, if you're new to my channel, Sammy's one of my favorites. But I've also been a big fan of Darby since his Evolve days, like 3-ish years ago. And I knew back then he was a star. He just needed a bigger stage to put his shit on. And he got it. He got it. And Sammy's just awesome. He's the future of this company. Does this mean we'll see blood on TNT Live? I think the last time was in 1997. We saw blood last week. Wasn't there blood last week? Or there was something, wasn't there? Yeah. Jericho got busted open. So yeah, TNT is, I think it's like, okay, I don't think TNT wants it every show, but there's obviously certain shows you expect it. And Blood and Guts, yeah, I mean, shit, if we're getting War Games and no one even comes up with a scratch, not that I have to see someone like, lose an ear or something, but damn. Don't call something Blood and Guts if you're not ready to lose a pint or two. No, I don't want anybody to die or pass out. Damn, but so no, I mean, we've had some blood, not a ton. You got to catch up, War Dog. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, Darby Allin got the win here. Damn happy about that. I love Sammy, though. I mean, Sammy got his at the end of the show, didn't he? Smacking Mox across the head with the championship and then, ran like hell, looking like Marky Mark with his pants half hanging down. I was like, look at this guy with his pink Calvin Kleins hanging out of his ass. Damn. Hey, he was in and out of there like that. He looked like $1 million doing it. So, hey, Sammy's awesome. I want blood every week like ECW old days. It was a bloodbath. Yeah, I don't. That's fine if you do. I don't have to have it. It's like, because then after a while, it's like, not that I don't have a good stomach, but it's like nauseating. It's like, all right, come on. They've said from day one, their focus is on wrestling. They don't want to they're not doing shit on purpose to get eyes on their product. Obviously, they want to do stuff to get people talking. They're not stupid. This is a business, but they're not doing stuff to like, oh, we have to do this. It'll be insane. You save the big stuff for like the big shows like this. You put somebody through a, barbed wire bed. You save that shit for the pay-per-views. A la Omega and Mox. Oh, that was crazy. That was awesome. So yeah, Darby gets the win here. Tremendous. But props to Sammy, man. He looked like $1 million too. They both did great. Now, we had what many are going to call the match of the night. I don't know anybody who's going to call Chris Jericho versus Mox the match of the night. It was a great moment. Don't get me wrong. Please don't take that the wrong way. I am I almost cried when Mox won. And that speech he gave at the end, I'm like, damn, I've been a fan of Mox for a long freaking time. Since I saw him wrestle a little guy named Brian Danielson on the east side of Milwaukee at a Dragon Gate USA show. That was my introduction to Mox. That's when I fell in love with him. So, yeah, that shit made me happy. So yeah, I wouldn't call Chris Jericho versus John Moxley the match of the evening. I would call this match that we're going to talk about next the match of the evening. There was drama, there was a roller coaster of emotions, there was ups, there was downs, there was dips, there was valleys. Oh, there were, I don't even know if you can call it a heel turn, because both teams were acting pretty heelish after a while, just getting nasty with each other. The spitting, the gouging, We're talking about the AEW Tag Team Championship match. Young Bucks going against the defending Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega. So this was the start of the ones that I got wrong, because I picked the Young Bucks to win this one. But man, when this match went on, it became, because sometimes you can feel when the tide's turning and like, okay, it's going to end soon, and so wins, and you're like, okay, I felt that happening. This match went back and forth so many times. I was on the edge of my seat and probably let out at least 2 dozen. Like when they kick out. This match had just a billion of those. And no, I'm not exaggerating when I said I was on the edge of my seat, because I ate a lot of pizza before the show and I started getting the little, post-dinner sleepies. And I hate that when that happens. I'm becoming that person, and it pisses me off. I'm getting that old. It's a thing. It's like you eat and then you take a nap. I hate it. It sucks. Need to start drinking coffee at dinner time or something. Or just stop eating dinner. I don't know. No, I can't do that. But man, this I don't. When is the last time? Now, this is not just a metaphoric question. This is, I'm going to ask you guys, and you guys give me some feedback, because I can't remember the last time I heard the Young Bucks get booed. They've been loved for quite a while, the Bullet Club's always been kind of heelish back in the day. Or maybe you just are not a fan of them, so you boo them for shits and giggles. Whatever. Not everybody loves the Young Bucks like I do. And I've, it's been like a growing thing, from watching Being the Elite back a couple of years ago, and watching the groundswell, the build up to All In, them leaving Ring of Honor and New Japan and forming this company that we're talking about right now, All Elite Wrestling. Man, it's been a ride. And I cannot honestly remember the last time I heard the Young Bucks get booed. Maybe when they kicked out AJ Styles from the Bullet Club. That's 4 years ago. That's 2016. That's the only thing I can think of. I can't think of anything after that they were booed. Page is going to turn very soon. Yeah, it feels like that, don't it? They were kind of like, he looked like he was going to do his, like, I don't know what the hell it's called. The buckshot lariat. He flips over the rope, and then that's what he looked like he was going to do at the end there. Like he put his championship down, Kenny was out of it. He wasn't paying attention. And the whole crowd saw it too. And the announcers saw it too. They're like, "Did you see that? Did you? I saw that. Did you see that?" And they didn't say what they saw, but they saw it because we all saw it. Oh shit. But he grabbed those ropes and he's like, he had that look in his eye, that faraway look, that possessed look. He was gonna do it. And then Kenny turned around like, the fuck? You know? What you doing? Hey man was like, nothing, man. Here, let me hold the rope for you. He's very jealous of Kenny. That's the storyline. Is it? I thought maybe it was like the alcohol was like poisoning his mind and changing him, and you become an alcoholic and it twists your brain into something evil. And I don't know. It might be a jealousy thing. I think it might be more than that. I get what you're saying though, because you're jealous because he's like so, and it's not even a championship thing. It's because he's so tight with the Young Bucks, and he never got treated like that. Is that what it is? Something like that. He killed Kenny. That's funny. Oh shit. We still live? Yeah, I think we're there. I think I froze for a second. Okay. So yeah, absolutely insane back and forth tag match, and they got really nasty and emotional, and like when Matt's sitting there and he's got Kenny Omega's shoulder tape in his hands and his hands shaking, and he just got done, spitting on him and it's being nasty and all this stuff going back and forth with the other team and everything. It's just, oh my god, they just the story they told in the ring was $1,000,000. Okay, I don't care what you say. It was great. It really was good. It's a little over 30 minutes. Yeah, it was. Randy D. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it was. I think it was the longest match on the show. I honestly think it was. It I mean the main event might have been longer, or as long, but it didn't feel like it, because they were just like all over the place, and there's just so much chaos. So it's hard to tell. I guess the main event was about a half an hour. I guess I don't know. I'd have to look, but damn, absolutely insanity. I'd say this is my pick of the night, honestly. And this is the last. Like, okay, I knew there was going to be some emotion behind this one because that's how they built it with a couple of those last minute interviews that they snuck in there in the promos. And things started getting really heated, and you see the emotion on people's faces and the eye rolling and everything. But I did not think this was going to be my pick at the end of the night for match of the night, and it was. It honestly was. So there you go. Next, after all that, I knew it was going to be like a big. Like the crowd was up here for so long, like the next match had to be just, okay, we need a break. And that's not a knock on the next match. Please don't take it as that. But we got that. We got the women's match. And no, that's like I said, it's not a knock on women. Um, Nyla Rose defending against, and they even talked about her sickness that she was ill in this past week. Chris Statlander. And yeah, you could tell she wasn't 100%. Um, just the it was an okay match. You know, I don't want to nitpick any particular thing. It just felt like the flow wasn't there. So, excuse me. So yeah, it totally made sense that you know, and I'm glad they did say that at the start of the match that Chris was sick. So, all right, so this match wasn't quite up to par what we've seen in the last several weeks since her debut, where Chris Statlander has already always really brought it. And I mean, this match was okay. It just, you know, and tell me if you felt the same thing or if I was wrong. Just, you know, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Let me know what you think, because I just felt like, you know, it just felt off. You know, I wanted to see Awesome Kong or the other Kong kick Rose's ass. Oh, the Kong from Japan, um, Aja Kong, is that her name? I think maybe something. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, I mean, this match was okay. Nyla Rose retained. I absolutely did not think at all that Chris was going to win. You know, I did not think that Nyla Rose was going to be what do you call that? It's I had it in my head 2 seconds ago, and then it just like when John Cena wins the champ, gets the pop from the crowd, loses it a week later. You know, I didn't think Nyla was going to be that person. So I sort of tuned out during the women's match, unfortunately, because I did feel a little off. Yeah, okay, so I wasn't the only one. Andre, what is up? Shocked Moxley won. Really? Really? All right. I hear you. I was convinced Jericho had it in his contract that he had a year long run involved. Oh, come on. That's not in people's contracts. Come on, Andre. I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me, but look, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Look at what Jericho's doing, okay? Yes, Jericho was champ from day one when he won. Oh, I shouldn't say day one. I think he flipped a lot of the wrestling world on his head when he walked in day one. But when he was champ in that first match, um, he he did such an unselfish thing, in my opinion. He could have been solo and just riding this whole thing on his own, but he took a bunch of because he realizes there's a lot of people in this company that people don't know. And he's lifting up everybody around him. He's given everybody, I mean, people know Jake Hagar. They know it's Jack Swagger, even though they haven't maybe seen him in a few years. But Sammy Guevara is new to a lot of faces. And for anybody who has not been watching the Indies or Impact Wrestling, don't know who Santana and Ortiz are. So, you know, he's taking everybody and lifting them up around him. And so now he's going on tour and they're going to have to like fend for themselves if he's not always there. And it's going to be their time to break out and not necessarily break away from him, but it's going to be interesting to see what the next few months are like while he's on tour. We'll see what they do. Yeah, there is. And that's why I said he's got to be losing. But then someone said in one of my last videos that, and I didn't check this. I gotta fact check this. Someone said that, oh, he's on tour, but there's no Wednesdays. So I don't know. I don't know. But it's a pretty extensive tour. It's not just a couple days a week. It's like every day they're playing a different gig. Which we had Cobb this week signed, but AEW fucked that up. Well, I don't think they fucked it up. I think it's just what Cobb wants. Cobb wants the freedom to, wrestle at a few different places. And I think he was just kind of testing the waters. So he's not under contract anywhere, but he's still doing like Ring of Honor dates. If they'll have him, you know, I don't know how much they're going to book him after these AEW shows. We'll have to wait and see, you know. But I know he wants to still work New Japan from what I've heard. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. I would love to see Cobb stay because I feel like he deserves to be on a big stage and he would be surrounded by people that would certainly help him in the promo aspect besides just being a badass wrestler because you need that too. Not everybody has to be A1 on promos. We've seen that. People are growing day by day with this company. Not everybody comes in looking like Chris Jericho, okay? But there is a team surrounding you and a family aspect of this company that lifts you up if you're missing something. So, I don't know. So, all right. So yeah, Nyla Rose retains. I'm like, where are we? All right, we continue. Next one. I was I think I had everyone's the same face as everyone's in the crowd after this match. I was shocked. I sincerely thought that Cody was going to get his revenge and win this one. I wasn't angry that he lost though, because I mean, if you want to build up one of the top heels in this company, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. MJF is one of the best heels in the industry right now, and he's only been in the industry for less than a handful of years. The guy is ridiculously good. And he man, what he did to the fans, I gasped out loud. I don't know how many times. Getting in fans' faces, turned around, grabbed a beer, threw it in someone else's face, and walked away. I was like, oh man, he's getting like old school nasty with these people. But the crowd was so hot, so he had to give it back to them tenfold. And just, pretty much pray they didn't jump the barrier. But he had Wardlow by him, so it's like, really? Are you going to jump the barrier and Wardlow's like right here? No, you're not. It's just you got to be smart about this stuff. Autocorrect is kill anyone. You're not in support of the women's title reign currently. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hear you. You don't have to explain it. I'm okay with it, but whatever. It's all good. Jay, you looking like a young X-Pac or Rick Rude. I am not that sexy, but thank you. I'll give you a wink anyways, War Dog. Zach Bonifer, what is up? While working with Ring of Honor as a freelancer, he has made some appearances for AEW. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I mean, we just got to wait and see. Yeah, you're talking about Cobb, I'm assuming. We just got to wait and see. Went to Red Lobster tonight and had a double lobster tail dinner. Oh, you're making me hungry, bro. I'm going to have to some pizza after this. Good thing I got like a ton of pizza left. I didn't. No, I think J-Bone has that Goldberg look going on. Hell yeah. Yeah, Goldberg, Stone Cold, whatever. Yeah. It's been that way for 20 years now. Yeah. 20 years ago, shaved it all off. Yep. For 3 weeks after I got married the first time. So actually, no, 99. So over 20 years. Damn. It's been that long? Miss my hair. All right, we continue. So yeah, MJF versus Cody. So MJF had Wardlow out there. Cody had Arn Anderson. And a lot of people have been talking about wondering if Arn Anderson is going to turn on Cody. And God, it's hard. It's hard not to doubt that, right? It's hard not to doubt that because you look at the history between the Four Horsemen and Cody's dad, the legendary Dusty Rhodes, and those guys were always killing each other back in the NWA days. So why in the hell would Arn help Cody if it wasn't just to get inside Cody's head and then turn on him and help the other biggest heel in the company? You know? Jay Berg. Jay. Oh, I love you, Andre. You're so goofy. Oh, shit. Any possible booking to make Cody Rhodes the biggest baby face in wrestling? You can bet your bottom dollar that's the route they're going to go. Oh, he already is. Yeah. He's absolutely the biggest baby face in the company. At least I see that's how he is. No, it's not Marco Stunt. Anyways, no, I love Marco. No, you know what though? Darby's a close second. The way the crowds are reacting to him, Darby's and Darby's just started, you know, and Darby's just gonna be a crazy huge baby face. But he's not gonna act like one. That's the best part. He's gonna be like that Kevin Owens baby face. Always riding that gray line of doing something devious, you know? Or CM Punkish or whatever gray riding tightrope baby face that you want to fill in the blank with, whatever, you know? But damn, MJF was just so gnarly heelish in this, between, like I said, throwing the beer on the fans, taking, and this is just classic heel shit. I loved it. Limb work. It's like it's like location. It's like a realty, only different. Took the boot off of Cody, and I think people were expecting like a, you know, ankle lock, something, because we haven't seen half of MJF's. Yeah, right. Darby is. We haven't even seen half of MJF's arsenal. If you want to know how good he is at a wrestler, if there is still some doubt in your mind that MJF is just a good heel and not a good wrestler, Line, please. Oh, yeah. Look it up on YouTube. Thank you. Go look it up. Go look up some of his matches. Go look up some highlight reels. The kid is good. And I'm sure it pisses off a lot of people, you know? But yeah, he's that good. Not saying he's the best ever, but for being this young and only a few years in the industry, he's not supposed to be this good. He's not. What he is. Um, but damn, I mean, this is the guy in the future of the company who's going to be champ. He's going to be headlining shit. That's what they're grooming him for. And Cody's not stupid. Cody sees it. Cody saw it day one at that indie show. He knew. That's why he was on All In. That's why he debuted first match with Matt Cross at All In. He knew back then. Before then. Watch his work in MLW. Yes, even though I haven't watched that in several months and I don't even know when I'm going back to it. But yes, go watch his stuff in MLW. Absolutely. MJF versus EC3. Oh boy, I happy. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll see it in some lifetime somewhere. Although they're both pretty heelish, I don't know. It might work better as a tag team. But it'd be good. Yeah, I can see it. So yeah, shocker. MJF pulls out a win here. Oh, did I mention he bit the foot? I don't think I mentioned that. I mentioned he took off the boot. He bit the foot because I was expecting an ankle lock, and I don't think I continued that thought. But anyways, I'm freaking tired. Yeah, bit the foot, and I was just like, oh, like I could even taste it. It just looked so disgusting. I'm like, oh, and with the sock on too. I mean, I don't know what's more nasty, a sweat-filled sock or just a nasty foot. I really don't know. It's can you really pick one? I don't know. Scarf on a pole match? You're horrible. Oh, you're goofy. You must like Vince Russo. But not a knock on Vince, but no, he did book some goofy shit back in the day, I guess. So yeah, MJF pulls out the win here. Shocks the crowd. Absolutely shocks the crowd. So yeah, what are we looking for in the future now? Is this done? Or is this going to continue to blood and guts? Because I think you got to have more than one blood and guts match. Just a guess. Just a guess. Yeah, that night's going to be special, one way or another. I saw that, Andre. I saw that. Rosemary working their stuff up there. Nice. Looks like a lot of Impact folks are going to be heading north soon. A1 too. Paige is bringing a lot of people into A1. Yeah. Book it. Yeah. So yeah. Good match though. Good match. Surprising ending, but didn't piss me off because it was damn good. They told a story. And MJF is such a good heel. Such a good heel. All right. We continue here. Pac versus Orange Cassidy. Now, this was my match of the evening. No, but this was a lot of fun. I think this surprised a lot of people. And I'm still now this is not me poo-pooing on Orange Cassidy. But I have not seen a lot of his stuff. And when he comes out during the week, if he does anything, he'll do the hands in the pocket, he'll do a couple kicks, and he'll get his ass kicked, and that's it. So we don't get the, or he'll do a tope, and that's it. So we haven't seen his stuff. And I've seen some of his highlight reels, but it's been a while. So I forgot how good this kid is, but damn, he is good. Shocked me. And I'm sure it shocked thousands of people in that crowd too. Because the guy's over like Rover, okay? There's no denying that. If the crowd is deafening when he's doing those, those little kicks, oh, step, step, step. Here comes the the sweet chin music or whatever, or the chop kit, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's just the crowd just absolutely losing it on every little thing he does. And man, I don't know who's more over, Orange Cassidy or Darby Allin. That coffin drop got a pop though, damn, didn't it? Man, that was good. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. And it for a while it looked like Orange was going to pull out a win. I don't remember, who did I pick? I think I got this one wrong. Yeah, I picked Orange Cassidy to win. I'm like, it's his debut match. How could he lose? Oh wait, there's some people on the roster who've lost a lot. That's okay. So yeah, Pac won this one, but he also came off of losing from Kenny, so he's going to be extra pissed and want to take it out on Orange Cassidy. So you could say, oh, Orange Cassidy didn't have a chance. Well, yeah, he did, because Pac is not going to know this guy, in theory. He's going to not expect a lot of stuff when all of a sudden Orange Cassidy pulls all of these moves out of his pockets, But the best friends were there too. And just as things got crazy at the end, the Lucha Brothers come out. They interfere with the best friends. And they chase each other off, leaving Orange Cassidy alone in the middle of the ring to get finished off from Pac. Basically put him to sleep with that submission hold or whatever it was. So, damn good stuff though. So there's a lot of people's first time seeing Orange Cassidy. And it was a pleasant surprise. It really was for me. Absolutely was for me. I give it a 4 out of 5 freshly squeezed oranges. Nice. At least he didn't lick the boot, LOL, like Tyson Fury licked Wilder's neck. Ew? Was that? Did he actually do that? That was what, the boxing match? Dear God, I don't watch boxing. I used to a long time ago when Tyson was big, and yes, I know I'm dating myself there. But that was about the only time I really got into boxing, was watching Tyson. And then Tyson started losing, and nobody gave a shit. That was my brief time with boxing back in the, was that 80s? I guess, I don't know. So, all right. So main event time. Chris Jericho gets introduced with the choir. Like I said at the beginning, gave me goosebumps. Or bite off his ear. Oh, there's some old school, hey, Zach? Jeez Louise. What was that? I know, dad joke. All right, we continue. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, that choir intro from Chris Jericho, that gave me goosebumps. That just got me, wow, that choir was good. That was like what, a dozen or less people, and they sounded, man, they filled that arena with sound. I mean, obviously there's amps and shit, but damn, they sounded like $1,000,000. They really did. More talking. Where's my shades? I don't have my shades. Anyways, all right. But yeah, great entrance from Chris Jericho. Just kind of funny. John Moxley came out from the street, like all the way from the street to the ring. Great pop. People are psyched. People are getting, oh yeah, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Time for Mox to win. Um, and just when you think the crowd can't get any hotter, they're singing their lungs out right along with the choir. The choir's done. The Fozzy music kicks in and they get even louder. And Mox has just got this look on his face like, God damn, this happens every time he comes out now. It's like, why can't they do that for me? Oh, yeah, that's right. There's no lyrics to my music. It's just, that was a horrible rendition of Moxley's entrance music. Yes, I realize that. Do you think Darby is AEW Sting? Too early to tell. He's going to be big, but that's way too early to tell. Because, I mean, they both have paint, but they're both so different. Sting was a really good wrestler. Darby Allin is much more of a, hey, watch this, kind of guy. I mean, he's a good wrestler. Don't get me wrong. But he's going to, put his body at risk a lot more than I think Sting ever did. I mean, I'd have to go back and watch some old shit from Sting. In fact, I got a 3-disc set that's got a whole crap ton of matches, and I was thinking about reviewing it sometime. Maybe I will sometime soon. It just popped in my head. It's that collection from Sting that came out a few years ago, and it had this guy in it. When they started doing these guys, these mini pops, this came with the DVD set. So, any cute little stinger. I got really weird. I know. Don't tell anybody. All right. So, main event time. Sting getting out on the zip line. Did you forget that? Okay, he came down on a zip line, but that was always a controlled thing. He didn't throw his body 20 feet onto a pile of burning lumber or some shit. Okay. Sting didn't do a lot of stunts from what I remember. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Yes, the zip line is a risk. Yes, I get that, but it's not. Oh, then we get into the whole, okay, but Owen died from it. Okay, let's not start that conversation. It's just too early. Okay, it's too early. We've seen Darby Allin on this stage for a few months. Okay, Sting had a multi-decade career or whatever it was. So, all right, we continue. Chris Jericho versus Mox. So this wasn't. I mean, after the night we had, the emotional roller coaster, all the different matches, the ups, the downs, the dips, the curbs, the biting of the toe, the the beer splashing. I really didn't know what we were going to get from Chris Jericho and Mox. And it probably was, I don't want to say it was the worst match of the night, but after everything we went through, if it didn't lead up to my expectations, I I wasn't gonna be upset. Okay, let me put it that way. I'm like, okay, I'll take a squash match. I'll take a 5 minute squash because I expected this to be done soon after 10. I didn't know we were gonna go till what did I set this for? 10 I set this for 10:45 after this started and it went a few minutes after 10. And I had it set for quarter after. And I'm like, okay, we obviously have to change this. This is gonna go a while. But they got dragged out into the crowd, went up the stairs, down the stairs, back to the ring. Had everybody from inner circle under the sun come out. And this is like the only time of the night where I really expected to see someone new. Like, okay, damn, there's been all these people helping Mox, or excuse me, there's been all these people helping Chris Jericho. Is anyone gonna help Mox? And that's when I expected like Brody Lee to come out or someone. I didn't know. Or Cobb come out, turn on Jericho. I didn't know. I just didn't know. But no, he did it on his own. It was great. And not even the choir helped John Moxley. Damn, just horrible. It's showtime. Darby needs to be their first mid-card champion. Nope, MJF stole that already. He's got the ring. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it was a good match. We knew this one was going to get a little messy. John got a little tore up. He went through the entire inner circle. Aubrey was a great ref. I love the fact that they're putting her in these matches because she is so good. Not that I ever doubted her. It's just she's new. She's still so new. But she's getting used in a lot of these big time championship matches. And she's great. So I want to give props to her. Okay. People forget how big a part of the match that a ref is. And there was a lot of different components that went on in this match. Let's not kid ourselves. Between Jake Hagar coming down, the inner circle being out there, Sammy running in later after all the chaos is going on. Damn. I mean, she's good. Okay. So props to her. Oh, I don't think he's going after Mox. Maybe at some point later this year, but I think that's too early. I don't know if the fans want to see that. We'll see how they book it. I mean, because we just got done seeing everybody and their mother come after Mox and beat him down week after week after week. Do we want to see? Do we want to see Matt Hardy come out with the Dark Order and have 12 clowns in masks pounce all over Mox after he just got done getting beat down how many weeks in a row from the inner circle? Do we want to see that? I don't want to see that. That's too much. Not that I don't want to see Mox in action, but it's like we just saw all that. So we gotta have a one-on-one, some kind of build-up maybe, without 20 people behind them. That's me. Or whatever. Excuse me. Oh, it's empty. No, this is good though. I like it. I'm not going to drink a lot of these because I know it's not good for me, but I wanted one tonight because I needed the caffeine. Mountain Dew Zero. Tastes like Mountain Dew, except it doesn't feel like your teeth are going to fall out. So, all right. No, this was a good match. Mox got bloody. Chris got bit. A lot of interference, a lot of back and forth. So yeah, and I'm trying to remember like specific stuff. I can't remember because damn, this night was just so loaded with stuff. This show went over 4 hours, so it's like, oof, it's, it's a loaded night. Um, but yeah, man, Mox winning, like I said at the top of the show, just just a great night overall. And then the cherry, it's like, okay, so a couple people didn't win who I thought they were going to win. Now John's got to win, right? I mean, that's just kind of what I felt like. It just felt like after, put it this way, after MJF won, okay, here's your last three matches. Nyla Rose won, MJF won, Pac won. Okay, that's three significant heels in a row. If you're going to end the night then with Chris Jericho, then that's kind of a big downer. You know what I mean? I mean, whether you love the guy or not, or there's got to be a little bit of give and take, a little bit of ups and downs. And because I think if Chris Jericho won, that would have really taken the wind out of Chi-Town. They'd have been like, all right, you don't have to come back for a while. That pissed us off. We don't care about you gave us Colt Cabana. Boom, boom, get your ass out of town. But Mox won, man. It was a great moment. It was an emotional moment. I love Mox. I absolutely love Mox. Love you. Love you. Zombie Ambrose. Orange Cassidy pours me. That match bored you? Really? He's different. I get it. He's different. If you're not sold on him, go watch some of his matches on YouTube. Man, the guy's got some good shit. Tonight was just the tip of the iceberg. I bet we will get over 1 million watching on Wednesday. Interesting. We might. Now that Mox is champ, will that turn a little? Because people are always like, oh, what are they doing over there? You were kidding? Really, Elijah? You're so goofy. Do a tournament to determine who faces Mox for the belt. All right, we stick like 20 of the best people in AEW at Blood and Guts to find the number one contender. Whoever is like, left, who's like the last person standing is the number one contender. How about that? Oh, God. There'd be a whole lot of people going. There'd be a whole lot of people dying. And Orange Cassidy is the only one left standing. Book it. No, I'm kidding. Cena versus Moxley. Ooh. I don't know. I think he's joining that Dark Order. He might be too busy dealing with Evil Uno. Well, if he joins Dark Order, it makes sense because he'd be a bad guy then, right? All right. We've jabbered on long enough. We're closing in on an hour and a half. Perfect. Brandon Cutler. All right, get out of here. I love you guys. He's too busy holding the camera. All right. So, yeah, hell of a show. If you're watching this after the fact, please let me know your highlights. Did you love the show? Were you on the show? Did your favorites win? Let me know your opinion on AEW Revolution, this first pay-per-view of this company of 2020, this decade. I loved it. Red shoes. 9 out of 10. All right. Hey, that's pretty damn good. I'd give it that. There was a lot of emotion, some really good wrestling. It was a very emotional night, wasn't it? A lot of dips and whatever, highs and lows. So, LOL. All right. You guys are all LOL. Love you guys. So, yeah, we're getting out of here. Can't wait till the fallout from this just a few days from now on Wednesday Night Dynamite. I'll be reviewing that after it's on there. Acer, what is up? All Elite Wrestling from Revolution was simply great in my view. Tremendous matches. What a roller coaster of a night it was indeed. Thanks, Acer, for stopping in, man. Appreciate seeing you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Speaking of tremendous, if you're from if you know the local flavor around here, Mr. David Hero's son was behind the camera for some of the Fight TV stuff in the pre-show. If you guys follow Cal Hero on Instagram, you saw that. In fact, Dustin Rhodes even noted that on his pre-show interview on the Fight TV social medias. I saw that. So, and Damian Nelson was there too. I watched some of that stuff. Great to see Damian Nelson again. Big local figure here for local wrestling TV stuff. David Hero and Damian Nelson had the Pro Wrestling Report, which was actually famous nationwide because it always aired around the time, was it either before, was it after Ring of Honor for a while. And now the show doesn't exist anymore. But it was the longest running pro wrestling news TV show in history for the longest time. And this is like pre-internet YouTube stuff, it was around a long time. So great to see Damian Nelson back on the other side of the camera again. And yeah, I mean, he works out of the country. He works in Korea, I believe, but he was back visiting friends around this way. And just great seeing him get involved, and great to see Cal Hero get the kid's like just out of high school. He's a teenager. He's learning to wrestle. In fact, I think he's a senior. But the fact that he was actually given this opportunity to get a little behind the scenes doing this, damn, what an opportunity for that kid. Silas Young's training him to wrestle too. Can't complain about that. The guy's good. So, the Pro Wrestling Report, PWR, yes. We're in the house. Very cool. Good times. You like those guys? Yeah, I miss them. David Hero, good stuff. Still runs the Great Lakes Championship Wrestling shows in southeastern Wisconsin. The one I try to catch, I missed the last one, is the House of Hardcore one that comes to Waukesha. That's also run by Tommy Dreamer. That's the last I saw that 2 years ago. That's where I met good old X-Pac. Tremendous meeting that guy. Sincerely, really was. All right, let's get out of here. We rambled enough. Now we're going after an hour and a half here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hell of a show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So we'll see you guys probably tomorrow. No, probably see you guys Monday for the NWA TNA throwback review over on the Total Nonstop Impact podcast with my boy Trent. So yeah, I think we're gonna take the day off tomorrow, just chill after this, unless there's some big news coming out of tonight. I'll keep you guys informed if I hear anything. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll get back into the swing of things usually on Monday night. So we'll see you then. Don't forget, on your way out, to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. We out of here.